Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about how to start a business as a foreigner, and I also want to answer some of your questions. And basically I also want to invite you for my free webinar. So this is my free training, and you can actually access the training if you want to learn more information at the link that I posted above. So today I want to talk about how you can start a business as a foreigner in the US, and basically what are the next steps. If you want to start a business, you can ask me anything. This is live Q&A. Happy Friday, by the way. And for those who are just tuning in, thank you so much for your likes, guys. Let me know where you're from and also what's your name, so we can have a conversation here. And I see already there are so many likes and hearts. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Arif, can you give Canada visa to Canada? No, I cannot. I do only visa to the US, and I am business immigration attorney in the United States. So I help people to move to the US, start businesses, and live in the US legally. So usually my clients are entrepreneurs, startups, or investors who want to apply for E2 visa or L visa or EB5. Hi Hamidullah. Hi Arif. Hi Suzadi. Hi guys. Oh my god, so many of you. Hi. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can I get a visa to the US? I need to know what kind of visa, and obviously there are different visa types. So it depends like what kind of purpose. What is your purpose? Like why you want to go to the US? And obviously if you want to do business, then E2 or B1 or EB5 or L1 would be suitable. If you want to visit, then check it out, B1 or B1/B2 visa. I want visa, my sister, but how? Okay, Merabek. Depends what kind of visa. By the way, I created, guys, Academy, which is a platform that is going to educate you. If you want to learn more, you can go to ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. And also I have a free webinar where you can sign up, and the link is above this video or below, depending where you're watching from, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. So you can learn more because, all right, Hamidul is saying student visa. So in order to get a student visa, you need to be enrolled to school. So that's not actually work visa. Student visa allows you to study in the US, and you need to be enrolled to school, Hamidullah. So you have to contact school for admission requirements. How much E2 visa service fee? So the E2 visa service fee is anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000. And again, it depends. It depends on the scope of the work. And the filing fees are usually about, I believe it's 205, so 205 if you want to apply through US Embassy. And if you want to apply in the US, the filing fee is 325. Guys, so many questions. I don't have time to answer all of that. I want to immigrate. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm over 21, but my mom and dad are in Los Angeles. How can I get a visa? Okay, so if your parents are living in the US and they are already citizens, they can sponsor you. But because you are over 21, that's actually the age when you can be considered adult in the US. It's adult age, 21. It's gonna take more time, you know. It might take a couple of years, to tell you the truth. And so yeah, so I guess it depends, like if they are residents or they are citizens. So okay guys, so today actually I want to talk about how you start a business in the US, and for those who want to dig deeper, you can sign up for the webinar, and the link is above. So if you want to start a business, you want to come to the US, and maybe you are an entrepreneur or you are already a business owner, then I recommend to first form a company. So you can form LLC or corporation, and now the question is what kind of business you are involved in, because based on that you have to form a company in that particular state. If you are doing a business and you have a physical office or the physical location in one particular state where you're going to be doing the business, then you should incorporate there. However, if you're gonna do business that is a national, international, or virtual, or actually in other words, online, or maybe you engage in e-commerce, then you can incorporate in one of the jurisdictions such as Delaware, Wyoming, and Nevada. These are actually 3 top jurisdictions when it comes to incorporating, especially companies that run virtual businesses or e-commerce businesses. Number 1 is Delaware. Most of my clients incorporate in Delaware. The reason is that it's very friendly jurisdiction. The business laws are sort of friendly, and also it's the fastest jurisdiction in terms of incorporation. And lastly, there is no income tax. So if you have a company incorporated in Delaware and you run a business internationally or even nationwide, then I would suggest to go with Delaware. On the other hand, if you are running a business from physical location, let's say you are let's say you have a store in California, then I recommend to incorporate there, because otherwise if you incorporate in Delaware and you still run physical office or physical business, then you have to register the business as a foreign entity in another state, which that means that you would have to pay twice. So first things you're gonna do, you're gonna incorporate, okay? The next thing you're gonna do, you have to apply for I number. In other words, it's also called FAIN number, and this is actually a necessary number. You can apply it at irs.gov, and you need this number in order to run a business, pay taxes, and also you need this number in order to open a corporate bank account, which is essential to open a corporate bank account instead of running your own personal account if you want to transfer funds later and apply for particular visa, for example, E2 visa. All right, so this is the roadmap. Now let's see your question, guys. I applied before. Oops, I lost the question. I want to talk to my friends in America about visa teachers. I'm not sure what that means. Visa teachers. Okay, Chetub, nice to see you. I and my friends have applied for B1, B2. How can we change in business visa? So business visa is B1 actually. So if you applied for B1/B2, it's actually the same purpose. B1/B2 is allowing you to travel to the US for a business, meaning a business meeting, conference. So you don't need to change it. Actually, it's the same. If you apply for B1 or if you apply for B1/B2, it's actually the same visa. Now, if you are in the US and you want to change the status, then you gotta obviously apply and change the status. So for those who want to learn more about that, I recommend to check out my course, How to Change the Status, at ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. Okay? Or you can contact me if you want to change the status in the US. All right. How Immigration Biz helps me in immigration to the US? Actually, I help, like I said, I work with entrepreneurs, startups, business owners, people who need the visa. So obviously I help with the entire process, and I also educate people through webinars and courses, and you can find the courses at ImmigrationBizAcademy.com to answer your questions, how I can help. All right, how much I have to invest? So I don't think I understand what you mean invest. Like when you're applying Chetup for B1 visa, you don't need to invest anything. When you're applying for E2 visa, you have to invest substantial amount of capital. And that is very relative. So it really means on the business. I would need to see the business model to tell you what is substantial, and it also depends on the starting costs, and in other words, also startup costs when it comes to startup. So it really depends on the business model. So if you, for example, buying existing business, let's say you're buying a restaurant, you might need to invest obviously more money than 50,000. But when it comes to, for example, you are forming a company and the company is offering digital services, and then you can get away with 50,000. So it really depends. I cannot tell you exactly how much you need to invest in order to get E2 investor visa. That is very relative. The bottom line is that I wouldn't invest less than 50,000, but don't take the word literally, because you have to take a look at the business model. What kind of business you want to run in the US, if it makes sense. Isa, what are the parameters on visa for me? I want to talk to you, my friend. I don't understand what kind of visa you need. So every visa is obviously different and there are different requirements, Isa. So if you're asking about parameters, I'm not sure which visa do you have on your mind. So again, if you want to start a business, because this live Q&A is more about starting a business in the US, first things first, right? You're going to incorporate, then you're going to open an account, you're going to apply for ANG number, in other words, it's sometimes called FANG number as well, and then you're going to send the money. You got to wire the money. Very important to wire money from a legal source. I mean, this is obvious, but I'm saying this because you have to document every single transaction. So you have to document how you actually got the money, and you can use any legal source to tell you the truth, as long as it's legal. For example, gift, donation, savings, dividends, inheritance, and so on. You can use a loan, you can use secured loan, and then you're going to document how you got the money, how you wire the money from your account to the US account, to the corporate account again, and then you're going to spend the money, and you're going to document where and how you invested this money in order to jumpstart your business. Okay, so you have to be very precise in terms of documenting everything, because the number one question they will ask you at the US Embassy at your interview is where you got the money from. And number two, they will look at the amount, investment amount. So you need to make sure that this is sufficient and substantial capital, okay? You know what, Chetap, I recommend you to contact me, okay? If you need, you can schedule consultation with me, because it's really individual, you know? So I would, like, if you want to buy a restaurant, you want to invest into a restaurant, then I would probably need to see, like, you know, all the details, like all the data, like how much the restaurant is going to cost you if you want to buy existing restaurant. I cannot answer this question like just in general. I would need more information, more details to tell you what will be appropriate amount. Especially if you are partnering up with more investors, it really depends also, because the general rule is that you should own 50% ownership in that company. So if you are more investors involved, then it's questionable, like how much should each individual investor invest, because in order to get E2 you should own 50% ownership. If you own less than 50%, the minimum must be, I believe, 10%, but I recommend to, I mean, I guess it depends how many investors and co-owners are in your company. How many of you guys wanna invest, and therefore you have to divide the investment. So I would need to know more information. I have no money. I am poor man. I'm a driver, blah blah, in Dubai. So all right, let me be honest here, okay? Nothing personal, but if you don't have money, like if you have no education in the US, if you don't have US sponsor or employer, or if you don't have money to invest, America is not gonna let you in, period. You know, there's so many people who want to move to the US. You either have to have a capital, meaning money, or you gotta be educated in the US, find a sponsor, employer. You gotta show that there's a value you're adding to the country. Otherwise, you know, there's no point why America would welcome you. So if you don't meet any of these requirements, tough luck, okay? And nothing personal against you. It's just reality. So yes, so again, guys, if you want to learn more details, like if you want to dig deeper into this topic, how to actually start a business in the US, and what do you need if you want to start a business in the US, then I encourage you to sign up for my webinar, and the link is up there. And you can learn more information how you can start a business, and how you can actually incorporate. Also, what is the difference between LLC and corporation, and so on. All right. So if you want to dig deeper, definitely I encourage you to check it out. It's hour-long webinar, at least 1 hour, or maybe 90 minutes actually. Yeah. So that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. and I will see you next week. And for those who are celebrating Christmas, happy holidays. Christmas is almost here, so I hope you are enjoying the time before Christmas. I certainly do. Happy Friday, and I'll see you in my next upcoming live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye.